Hey guys, oh, I always hit my hand on something. Hey guys, today is April favourites. I've been sat here going April favourites. Because I always forget every month. April favourites. There's not too many, just because I haven't found anything really new that I've been loving. It's all sort of like the same things that were in my last monthly favourites and the ones before that. So I didn't want to just talk about the same products. So I've got a few little bits that I haven't spoken about in a while. I've probably spoken about them at some point, but things I haven't spoken about in a while. Most of my makeup favourites have stayed the same, but there's like two newer ones that I've been liking this month, but not like new. Sure, I've spoken about them before, but we're just going to do it anyway. So the first thing is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Fatigue Blur in Warm Apricot. Only for adults. How bizarre is that? I know I've spoken about this a lot. I'm pretty sure it wasn't in my last monthly favourites, but it has been in a favourite somewhere. I absolutely love this stuff. I've been using it every single damn time I've been wearing makeup. It is a primer. It is not quite, it's not silicone based completely. I don't think it does sort of give you that funny sort of texture, but not as much as like a proper silicone base. I don't really like them very much. I love them as primers, but I don't like the feel of them. This one is in Warm Apricot, so it is a different colour. So let me see, ooh, if I put a little bit on my hand, if you can see it. I'm hoping that you're going to be able to see that. The sun is shining a little bit weird. So it is a very peachy tone. Let me wipe it up. It is very peachy toned, but it really evens out your skin tone. So I have pale, blotchy red skin and a little bit of brown in there as well, like under my eyes and places like that. And this just like smooths everything out. It's not like a miracle thing. It doesn't obviously make your whole face one colour, but it really just smooths out all of the different pigments in your skin and kind of makes it all look the same colour. I just really like it. It's a really nice base as well. It is smooth and soft, but not in that, like I said, weird silicone-y base. And it does help your makeup stay really well. It helps your makeup apply really well. It's not slippery. I think some primers that you can use make this really weird film over your face, so when you try and blend in your foundation, it's like slip and slides everywhere. This isn't like that. It really helps your makeup stay in place from the moment that you're putting it on. I absolutely love it. Supposedly it is a dupe for the Benefit, what is it? I can see it up there, That Girl primer. I do have that, so I don't know why I'm saying presumably it's a dupe, but I don't know. I can't really tell much difference between the two, so I guess it is. I've never really had two products that are dupes for each other, been able to tell you that. So yeah, it is quite a good dupe for it, and it's really cheap as well. I think it was like $6.99. I think it was a long time ago I bought this. My other makeup favourite is a little tiny sample, which I do actually have the full size, but I keep that in a drawer because it's in like a palette, so it's easy just to have this. This is the Benefit Dandelion Blush. I love this. It is a gorgeous pale peachy tone with, I suppose it is shimmery. I'm trying to figure out what colour its shimmers are. Sort of like orangey toned shimmery flecks in it. I'm using like a sock to wipe it off. How gross is that? I love this. Perfect colour for spring, I think is why I've been reaching for it so much now that the weather is supposedly getting nicer. It's actually raining right now, but it's just really nice. It really goes well with my skin tone because I seem to have lost all my tan from going away in December. So the more muted, baby pinky, florally colours, and that makes sense in my brain. That probably doesn't make sense in your brain. These much paler sort of shades go really well for me right now while I'm trying to rebuild my tan. And it's also the perfect colour for spring. I love it. I love all of the Benefit blushes, but they're so damn expensive. I have two hair care favourites, and I almost put the same things in. There's a hair somewhere in my mouth. I almost did the same things as I did, I don't know if it was last month, but I was like, I'm sure I've spoken about this quite recently, so I tried to pick things that I wouldn't normally, like, it's hard to say because I know this is a favourites video, and I think because I use them so often that I don't think of them as favourites anymore. They're sort of just a given that I use these pretty much every time I sort my hair out. So yeah, these are things that I use quite often, but I just always forget to talk about. The first thing is the John Masters Organic Citron and Neroli Detangler. This is like a little sample again, Birchbox. And I used to use this an awful lot when I had longer hair because it's very knotty. Now I've got shorter hair. My hair doesn't get that tangled now after I get out of the bath, but this stuff just makes it so much easier to brush my hair. It also smells incredible. Very citrus, orange, lime, lemons is all I can smell. And you just take a small amount of this, put it through the ends of your hair, and then you can just brush it all through, and it just brushes straight through, and it's amazing. It also lasts like the smell on your hair, which for me is very important. I like to have nice smelling hair. I love it when I can still smell products. This makes your hair smell like orange, lemons and limes. It doesn't really do anything that I've noticed apart from detangle. It doesn't seem to make it smoother or shinier or anything like that, but it definitely helps detangle, and I just love the smell. I think that's why I like it, to be honest. The other thing that I've got is not actually this one, because this one I haven't actually opened yet, but I have two and they're exactly the same, but I just pulled this one out because it was the first one at the top of the drawer. This is the L'Oreal Extraordinary Oil. So it's hair oil. This was for coloured hair. I said I do have two, but this is just the one that pulled out. I stopped using this for a long time, and then I recently dyed my hair again. I know you can't, it's washed out already, but I recently dyed my hair again, and since having it cut short, it's been really healthy. But then I dyed my hair, and now it's sort of, it's still really healthy, healthier than it's ever been, but it just needs that extra little bit of help to put moisture back in it since I've dyed it. And I absolutely love these hair oils. This is literally, I would put one pump in now. It used to be about two, but one pump in now, and I do it when my hair is wet and just like, ooh, and then just pull it all through the ends of my hair, and then I dry and straighten and curl or whatever I'm doing. I have used this with, you can use this wet or dry hair, but I've tried it with dry hair and it seems to make my hair very oily very quickly. When I do it with wet hair, I don't know why, it seems to make a difference. It makes your hair so shiny and so soft. It's one of them hair products that you love but you hate it. So let me explain. You know when you use something that makes your hair so soft and shiny that you just walk around and do this all the time, and you're just always playing with your hair, and then it gets greasy because you can't stop playing with it. That is one of these products. It makes my hair look beautiful, feel beautiful. But then it's so soft and like, ooh, and I just play with it and then it gets really greasy. So be warned, this stuff is so damn good that it makes your hair greasy because you can't stop playing with it. Yeah. Skincare, there's only one which I hauled, which I feel like maybe was in a favourite. I don't know, it was the only skincare thing that I thought I'd absolutely been loving that these past few weeks. And this is the Soap and Glory Peaches and Clean 4-in-1 Deep Cleansing Milk. It is amazing. I've tried lots of different, something in my eye. I've tried lots of different makeup removers, and I always seem to have quite a lot of makeup left on my face after using it. This, everything just melts off, like you can actually see it, like when you rub it in, you can see all your foundation and everything melting off in your hands. It is so smooth and soft on your skin as well. I've really got something in my eye. It's really soft. Some makeup removers, I've got quite a few, like these type wash type ones rather than like cleansers and stuff, and no. I feel like this is really, it's almost like a really thin moisturizer, so it feels really soft on your skin. I'm not quite sure if it really smells that strong. Like it just smells like a standard Soap and Glory product, which smells good. I love the smell of all the Soap and Glory. But it doesn't smell like peaches, which I'm guessing it's supposed to, but it does smell good. I've only got one fashion thing, which isn't really like a fashion thing, but I suppose it is. I'm like out of breath. It's these. These are a pair of workout leggings that I got. I did haul them in my like sport fitness clothing haul, and these are my absolute favourite ones. I absolutely love them. These are these ones. I think I said in my whole video that these were my favourite as well, and they are still, now I've been wearing them, actually my favourite. They are like ombre blue, which they're beautiful to begin with. They are high-waisted, which is I thought was a little bit weird. I thought that maybe you were supposed to fold it down, but they don't feel right when they're folded down like that. So they are high-waisted, but it's this material. I don't know what the material is. So stretchy. They're not like lycra like most workout leggings are. They are really soft. They just like stretch. I've been wearing these for Pilates and they help my body move so effortlessly. Not really, because it's Pilates, but I don't feel restricted moving into different poses and doing different exercises. They are just so comfortable that I could wear these all day, every day. I want a pair of leggings like this that I can wear all the time in this soft, super soft material. I got these from Sports Direct a couple months ago. Amazing. Love them. I wear them every time I go to Pilates. They're like my specific Pilates leggings. I think that is it. That is all for my favourites. I have a recommendation, but probably not really, because it's I don't know. I've been reading some books lately and I forgot how much I liked them, but they're not like the best books. It's like a guilty pleasure. There's a book series that I read when I was younger and it's like a guilty pleasure that I love going back and reading them. They're not the best literature wise, should I say. They are teenage like fiction books, but I just love them. It's like a proper guilty pleasure, so I'm just going to recommend them anyway if you want something that's just really good to read. They are the House of Night novels, so I think there's about 12. I've never actually read them all, but I've recently started reading them again, and I think I'm up to book 7 now, and they are, to sum it up for you, it's about vampires, because I got them at that time when Twilight came out and vampires were everywhere, and I just really like them. It has a different take on vampires. Like, they're not like vampires. It is people, young kids get marked to, and then they have to move to the House of Night, and they basically learn how to be a vampire, and they are turning into one. Like, it's not something you can choose. You have to be picked and like marked that you're going to turn into a vampire. That is going to happen, but they go to learn, and they have to go to like school and classes and teach, like they learn like vampire etiquette, I suppose. It's obviously more than that. Then there's like the big bad evil, and then there's this and this special person, and she's all teen angsty, but she's a bit of a slut and doesn't know what to do with all these men that want her, and it's a very much a guilty pleasure of indulgence. I love reading it because it is so easy. It is really easy to read, but it's actually quite interesting as well. It's got a lot of, I think you would say Cherokee, not quite sure, is it Cherokee? It's all about, they have lots of things like that, and it's all about legends and stories and spells and things like that from the Cherokee people. I don't know, I don't even know if I'm saying that word right. But yeah, it's all like that. It's really good if you want something that reminds you of being a kid, although if you haven't read it I suppose it wouldn't work for you, but it does for me. It's really simple, really easy to read, and you do like really get into the story. Like, I want to know what happens, even though she is a kind of a hoe. You sort of get used to that. You're like, oh, she's so sad that so many beautiful men want to be with her, and she kind of gets with them all as well. Anyway, that is it for my monthly favourites. Make sure that you thumbs up and that you subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!